been conditioned.
Yeah.
So for so long to think that we're niggas.
Except
nigga. Conditioned for so long to think that our queens are bitches. Ain't no bitch, that's a queen. That's a black goddess. We come from her, first of all. So I just disrespect where we come from. King, you are powerful. You ain't no nigga.
The mind is like a flexible mirror. You gotta adjust it if you want to see a better world. The greatest freedom is to be free of our own mind.
Welcome back to another episode of the MGE podcast, man. Tonight we got a very, very special guest, man. This man is a poet, athlete, motivator, vice president of the 4 Youth program, also a true asset to the New Era Cleveland movement. This man has connected with Wayne Dawson, Myles Garrett, and many more powerful individuals. Many more. My people, we have the young revolutionary, Rameer Askew. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling great, King.
That's
Good
good,
to be here.
man.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, man. Of course, man. So, first off, man, how has your journey been for you, man? You've been making a lot of connections in the world, brother.
18 years.
18, bro. You know what I'm saying? You putting on a good example for the youth, bro. So, you know, how has it been so far, man? How you been feeling?
It's been great. It's good to teach and also still learn at the same time. So as I'm motivated, I'm getting motivated by the kids as well. You know, still seeing the young kings and queens out there being the best they could be, bring a smile to my face as well. So it's definitely a good experience.
For sure, man. That's fire, man. So what like inspired you to do what you do, man? Like, you know, motivates you to speak. You know, like what inspired you to keep on going?
So what got me into doing poetry was when I was young. So I was about 10 years old. I had a terrible, younger than that, 8. I had a terrible speech impediment, and I couldn't talk at all. But my stepbrother, he came out the Air Force. He was inside the computer room just rapping. And at that time, we not being able to speak, I had a lot of pent up anger in me. You know, I couldn't express myself, and what I did was understand me. So he taught me how to do poetry, so I write my feelings out. And then eventually after he passed on, I wanted to keep me going, and I started to speak. And as I started to get better at my speech impediment, I started to speak my poetry. I was like, oh, that's actually different. And I was performing in front of a crowd one time in middle school, and then from there it just kept going forward. I went from doing my poetry about my feelings and how my hurt inside at home to speaking about what goes on inside my community. So okay, after I got done from my hurt, now how can I help others with their hurt? That's how I use poetry to help others with their hurt and with my hurt.
That's fire, man. That's fire.
And it's crazy, like just by writing. That's like a good way to kind of get your thoughts together. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to keep all your emotions just built up inside. You gotta express that. Like this poetry, passion, whatever you do. It's right.
So I have plenty of questions for you, of course. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm ready for it.
So in your opinion, so like right now, what do you feel like the society needs the most when it comes to what needs to be worked on? Like for the youth, like what do you think needs to be changed right now?
I think the youth need to be listened to more, and the youth got to be willing to listen to the elders as well. We got to disconnect the elders. They don't really want us to listen to the elders. So that's why they disconnect us. Through our music, we disconnected. still inside our environment be disconnected. And then a lot of the elders, they ain't had that connection to their elders as well. So we just really start getting connected to our elders. That's what we need right now. We get that knowledge from them, and for them to still learn from us. To understand, to stay updated with what's going on inside the world. So they can know how to love us, know how to nurture us, know how to maneuver with us. So they would be like, oh well, it's the youth that's doing this. No, look at the environment. He throws us inside this environment until us to become something, and yet it was never made for us to become something. This was never crafted for us to be something.
Right.
So you can't tell us, though, we say it's the youth knows the environment we're in.
Yes.
So if we change our environment, then we start to see the change and shift inside of you. Once we start to connect more to our elders, then you see that change.
Yeah. That's facts. That's facts. I feel like, you know, the youth, we have like the younger people, like they have like this ego of like not wanting to listen to people that's younger than them or people that's older than them sometimes. Like, you know, they not willing to expand their options and stuff like that, you know. So I feel like in order to, you know, get some type of change for yourself, you gotta be willing to, you know, listen to some people, get some advice, get some feedback, you know, some constructive criticism or something.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Be open-minded.
Yeah, you gotta be open-minded. So yeah, no, I feel you on that for sure. Let's see. So how can the youth effectively start connecting with people that's like your same age? Like, you know, like how can they start getting into rooms, you know, start speaking more, you know what I mean? Getting comfortable with being themselves.
First, you gotta be willing to come out that comfort zone. Come out that comfort zone to be willing to network. Because we all heard it. COVID, especially during COVID, we all can relate that. We all went through that phase of being isolated. So now we're still inside the isolation state. We need to be willing to come out that shell and talk. Once we're willing to do that, then you see us start connecting. That's a beautiful thing when you go to Newberry, Cleveland, and you go to Speak Easy, you see the youth actually connecting. So it's some programs around that actually connect the youth together. That's allow them to express themselves inside a peaceful manner. Allow them to just simply express themselves to be who they are. But you gotta be willing to go to these programs.
So you just like you said, getting out of that comfort zone. You know, as we always talked about, being comfortable with the uncomfortable. You know, like stepping out of that circle. And you know, just to get off topic a little bit, I just want to get more about yourself too a little bit. So why New Era Cleveland? You know what I mean? Like why that move?
Because they're for the people. They're truly for the people. I met Chairman, I forgot how I met Chairman for him, but from that one moment, whatever that moment was, leading up to now, like he just always been a brother of peace and love. He always trying to do right for his people. We already know Chairman Fahim had an incident with the officers where they tried to stop him from trying to protect and serve his people. They say he don't got rights to carry his rifle around. Well, yes, he do. So it's just seeing that he's willing to do anything for his people to protect and serve them. That's what made me. Him and his wife, Miss Austria, they're just truly here for us. And seeing the work they do with the children, man, the kids, the young kings and queens. So they got the Rites of Passage program, 659 Broadway Avenue up here.
You was talking about it earlier. Yeah.
Man, you saw the video I showed you. The young king, 2 years old, you know, was just filled with nothing but happiness and joy. They keep that innocence. Like the world, they're going to take that innocence away from us. But we're allowed to be ourselves inside that type of environment. So I chose New Era Cleveland because New Era Cleveland chose me. It chose to serve me and my people. So I want to be a part of that.
I like that. That's tough. I like that, man. That's fire. I'm just so shocked, bro, because you've been doing such incredible work, man. You know what I mean? But how did you meet Wayne Dawson? I want to know that though.
So I already met Wayne Dawson from when we won the state championship, our first Glendale state championship.
Yeah.
And then even before that, I already been seeing this gentleman like at places I shouldn't even be at. Well, I wouldn't say shouldn't be at, but he wouldn't expect me at because of my age. So he used to me at like the fitness combo downtown, and my cousin took me to. He was like, I saw you before, young man. And then just from him seeing my face at the right place at the right time, it just started to build a bond with him. And then one day, Miss Watson, she was like, yeah, I told her I was interested inside journalism. And she said she wanted to connect with Wayne Dawson. And mind you, he knew my face, but didn't know my name. So we already had that connection, but when she set that up, it was just it's like, oh man, you've been doing great things now, and I can see right here with me, and we can share your story. I can share my story about how far I came. And so I just met Wayne Dawson from seeing him at little events, and then from actually being connected to him fully through Miss Walton.
That's fire, bro. So like, so you was on Fox 8, right? So like, what was? Cause I watched like the news a lot. Cause my grandmother, she be having it on TV all the time. You know, so I don't think I caught that. So like, what was that about?
So I didn't have like, it wasn't no segment or anything. It was just me shadowing Wayne Dawson.
Okay.
So I went up there to shadow him, see how it is being an anchor out in the sidekick's world. And it was a beautiful experience to see you gotta wake up real early. For waking up, gotta get there, prep yourself physically, then prep yourself mentally to actually get out there to read these words that's on the monitor, to actually get ready to get a world. So let them know what's going on inside the community. So it was a good moment. It was really good seeing that, and I cherish that moment.
That's fire, man. Damn. Yeah, I wish I could meet Wayne Dawson too, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, get him on the pod one day. You never know, man. You know, that's a powerful connection for sure. So I know you probably met a lot of other people, like, you know, while you was there. You know, so like, who's all the other people you ever met?
All his coworkers. I don't know their name. I don't know their names. So I don't even put myself out there like act like I do. But I met the rest of his coworkers. It was very loving, very approachable, and it was just an amazing experience with all of them. I got to meet the executive there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he introduced me. Yeah, he put a good word in my ear. So, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good though, man. So like, what's some advice that Wayne Dawson had given you? You know, to just keep on striving, keep on going. You know, like, what was some, like,
staying true to yourself and your purpose, and being consistently consistent. Don't let any obstacle inside your life back you up. Because every obstacle is fundamental to your success. So now how big this one obstacle is, go through it. So it's pretty much just staying focused and just keep on forward no matter what happens.
What I noticed about a lot of successful people, that's what most people like to come.
Yeah. It's like staying, like, don't let no distractions interfere with your process, interfere with your process. You know what I'm saying? Consistency. You know what I'm saying? Just stay dedicated to your purpose. You know what I mean? No matter what it is, you just gotta keep on going. Cause it's gonna be trials and tribulations to everything. Like, you just gonna have to just go through that, bro. Like, you just gotta learn how to, you know, realize it and just keep on going. Like, learn from your mistakes. You know. So yeah, man, that's really powerful. Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett. So how did that interaction happen?
Oh man! So who got me the opportunity to meet Myles Garrett was Coach Rodney McFall. So one day he was taking me home, and after he dropped me off at my house, he was doing Uber. And the next day he called me like, man, I got the gentleman. He was inside my lift, man. He told me how he met Myles Garrett, how Myles Garrett likes to do poetry, and I told him about you and your poetry. And it made me feel good that even, you know, you got people that truly care and love you, that talk positive about you behind your back. And man, that just made my world. So Coach McFall introduced me to the gentleman. From that gentleman, he introduced me to Myles Garrett, manager, it was Mr. Shea. And then from Mr. Shea, he set something up. He actually surprised me at my school with Myles Garrett coming up. Okay. And I got to bring my poetry to him.
Oh, that's fire, man. That's lit.
What did you say about your coach?
He loved it. He said it was different. So that made me feel good. That's somebody I look up to, you know, on the sports side and just as a role model, how we move as a man. So, dang, you know, that touched my heart.
Yeah. Like, you know, that's my work.
You know, that's my work, bro. That means something to me.
Yeah. Especially like, you know, a man with his status, you know what I'm saying, that's showing that love, that appreciation. You know what I mean? Like that's lit, bro. Like a lot of people don't do that. You know, like that's really cool that he did that, man. For real. Where am I? So a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they ask what is poetry? You know what I mean? What is P.O.? You know what I mean?
So poe.gucci is my stage name, but POV stands for peace over evil, and also short for poetic. Because I promote peace over evil inside my poetry. So I always address the culture about what's going on, but not only addressing and tell the problems, but also give a solution to the problems.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hey, no, that's fire. So like, what's dang. So just lost my train of thought.
You good? Can you take your time?
Yeah. Man, we'll go a little bit off topic. So every guest that we do have on here, we always ask what principles they live by. You know what I mean? They mantra, whatever it is. You know, so like, what is 3 things that you live by when you know, in kind of like?
Not even just 3. Like, what's principles?
Or just principles, man.
I'll say 1, staying true to myself and who I am, because I got a lot of people I tell my vision to, but they may not be able to see my vision at that moment. And so what I gotta do is show them my vision. So staying true to myself and my vision. 2, always appreciate everything, even the littlest things, and remaining humble. Because you know, watch people go up there for figure out where they come from. Like taking a bus humbles me. Taking a bus to school really humbles me. You get to see what people go through every day. And they don't know who you are, you know who they are. You don't know their situation, but you just see them. And sometimes you feel for them. So remaining humble and always appreciating everybody. And don't ever let nobody feel as if they're below you. We're all equal. We're all equal. So that's about 2. And I never got asked that question. That's a great question, King. Not really. Yeah. But yeah, let's say remaining humble, staying true to myself and my purpose.
Okay, man. Dang. I feel like all the moves that you made so far, I could see that. You know what I mean? Like I could see the principles that within like the moves that you made. You know, I think that is very powerful. And so, what's the Forward Youth program? So like, what's that exactly?
So Forward is an all boys after school program. Forward stands for focusing on realizing dreams. It's called Forward Richmond program. So I got 3 different growth levels. I got my Dukes, are ages 5 to 8. I got my Princes, ages 9 to 13, and I got my Kings, ages 14 to 18. Mm-hmm. Inside each growth level, we get them what a young man needs at that age. So for my Dukes, we teach them we had tutored them inside basic math and reading. Because as I realized growing up, I sucked at math because I didn't master foundation with math. So they just keep moving up and up.
Yeah.
So we're going to definitely tutor them inside basic math and reading. Ain't no way us is like, man, we can't. Some of us illiterate and some can't do math. Yeah, we created math and reading. You know, we introduced that to the world. So how is it that we can't read, we can't do math? So we go definitely, we tutor them inside that. We also teach you responsibility. It's something simple, just take it out of the garbage. You know that you are held to a certain standard. You got responsibilities even at the age of 5 and 8. So also we do check-ins with their parent, not only their parents, but as well as with their teachers monthly to make sure that what we're teaching them, they're not just displaying it in front of us, but outside of the program and showing integrity. And then we move up to my Prince, ages 9 to 13, and man, so we teach about sex education. From sex education, it's about financial literacy, how to budget, how to invest, and how to properly invest. We teach about stocks and all. Then we move up to my Kings. So when I say this, people are like, whoa, you teach them that? Yes. So we teach them how to properly handle a gun. Because we can't stop them from throwing the guns inside our community, but what we can do is teach our Kings how to use some guns to serve our community and protect our people instead of using it to harm each other. And then we also help them get an internship so they feel they desire to be in. And we also help them get their license, their driver's license.
Wow.
You on some shit?
Yeah, if nobody ever told you this, but you on some feces. It's not you on some feces. That's some good stuff, man. Yeah.
And you only 18.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like I love seeing stuff like this.
Like I wish I was 13 learning stocks and bonds and investments.
Like that is so deep, man.
It's powerful.
It's been a threshold in our society when it comes to financial literacy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's information that we don't have that we need to obtain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just financial literacy, investing, man, is like plays a big role. Not in my life, but probably in all of our lives. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It plays a big part in a lot of people's lives.
You know?
Like most of their problems come from money.
Financial.
Like it. You know what I'm saying?
Financial.
Yeah, lack of knowledge, man. And, you know, with that program, what y'all have been doing.
All right, so y'all be easy, man.
Yeah, so like, you know, with that program, man, like what y'all doing, man, that's revolutionary work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that is very powerful. and I want to promote that. You know what I mean? Like I want to encourage that as much as we all do. You know what I mean? So it's just that is something that I truly appreciate. I get you a problem.
Keep on.
Yeah, because now they can take everything that they learn and they can pass it down.
You know,
that's the goal.
They can pass it down, especially at a young age. Like say,
generational wealth, right there, man. Generational wealth.
And when people hear that, they only think finance.
Yeah, it ain't about just finance.
It's your habits,
intelligence, good habits.
Yeah.
And people think, oh yeah, well, why you gotta be okay? No, you gotta have creating good habits now.
Right.
So yes, like having emotional intelligence, make sure your psychological is right. A lot of us don't like to even talk about mental health. Well, that's a crisis in our community.
Yeah.
So let a young man know, listen, King, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to express yourself. It's okay to open up to me, or if it's just simply your mother, so we know what's on your mind, so we don't drain you.
Yeah.
Let me alleviate you from that pain. It's okay to have these conversations.
Right.
But we don't like to acknowledge these things. So that's definitely we talk about generational wealth. We think, oh yeah, just money. Anybody can provide money. Anybody can do that. But we're not there so that child life actually give that love and care until really don't.
Exactly. Yeah, man, bro.
Well, it just don't mean financially.
Yeah.
It's your complete state of existence.
Gosh, preach to me. Man, but you know, man, that program is that just touched me for sure. Not gonna lie. So your athletic journey, you know what I mean? Because you're an athlete.
Yeah.
So you play football, right?
I played football. So I started defensive end for Glenville State Championship team my junior year. Also played my sophomore year. I played some varsity my sophomore year as well. Unfortunately, I didn't play my senior year because I got a message with rotator cuff and clavicle.
Oh yeah.
So that's me.
No, my bad.
You good, gang? Pursuing my journey with poetry. Yeah, I focusing more on actually living inside my purpose. So it was like a blessing in disguise me not playing football anymore. Although I love sports, but as long as I can still work out and stay in shape, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Really staying healthy, maintaining.
Right.
And that's what it's all about for real.
Smoothies and fruit.
You know, and I've done because I done lost that love for sports a long time ago. You know, growing up, I wanted to go to the NBA. You know, I feel like everybody wanted to go to some type of professional league, right? So
yeah.
You know, I wanted to go to the NBA, be the greatest. I told my mom, yeah, I'm gonna be in the league, buy you a mansion. I'm not saying that I still can't happen. You know, so it's crazy to see how my vision from being a professional basketball player is now changing.
You got a bigger purpose now.
You know what I mean? It's so more this because I didn't know about this thing. I didn't know about finances, like generational
this wealth building game.
And this wealth building game. You know what I mean? And I love it so much. You know what I mean? I'm eager to learn more about how to change my family last name to an asset. You know what I mean? Like I'm eager to learn all that. You know what I mean? Like just seeing my mom going to work 24/7, saying she's sore, and that motivates me. That makes me want to go harder. You know, it's just like seeing it. It's
you're
just
the last hope, man.
Yeah,
you're the last hope.
You're really your parents' last hope for happiness and success.
Yes, sir.
Really your parents' last hope. And as what David Sands once said, he said, if you don't do nothing with the information, that makes you a criminal. That makes you a criminal. Because now you're withholding that information, you're not bringing it into reality, you're not telling anybody about your ideas.
Seeing that they hold hostage financially.
You know what I'm saying? And you not doing nothing.
You ain't using the keys to
make you as bad as the,
you know what I'm saying? So it's and I'll be damned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I do that, man. So this wealth with the game means a lot to me. You know what I mean? So it's incredible. So my question to you is, what is generational wealth to you? What does it mean?
As I explained before, not just me providing financially, but making sure my child set up that spiritual foundation. I ain't gonna force this on the religion, but I'm gonna make sure you have a relationship with God. You don't gotta be Christian to have a relationship with God. You don't gotta be Muslim to have a relationship with God. Once you got a relationship with God, God will allow you to choose which one fits you, which religion fits you best, which religion and principles you want to go by. So make sure my child have a spiritual foundation. Make sure they have emotional intelligence, emotional awareness as well, that they can self-reflect and understand, although others bring me pain, I also bring others pain too through my actions or what I say. To make sure they're okay emotionally, psychologically. Just make sure they're all around on a great, all around strong holistically.
I like that because I like to dive deep off like just not like off the money. I like to put money aside and just start talking more about like the inside. You know what I mean? Like,
That's the spiritual, psychological,
it, like the habits, the mental. You know what I mean? The physical. Because you can't obtain generational wealth without, you gotta eat well, you gotta work out.
Keep doing what you're doing, bro. I see you, young blood. See you, baby. All right.
Obviously, when it comes to generational wealth, there, it isn't just straight about money. Like we just talked about, it's all about the habits that you create for your children. And
the knowledge,
the knowledge and the psychological aspect, like there's so much more to it. So your journey so far, like what's something that you feel like you critique yourself more about? Like what's something that you feel like you want to get better at when it comes to this journey so far?
I'll say, specifically with my poetry, I'll say my speed of talking. When it comes to general, just me as a man is just being willing to learn more. I'm willing to learn, but just not ever feel as if you over somebody, you can't learn from nobody. Just always make sure like, nah, bro, you humble yourself. Make sure you're humble enough to learn from anybody. Somebody said, "Oh, it was a bus." I done got some knowledge from the king on the bus. I didn't know this king was popping back there. He's like, man, I can be all this and that. I'm like, okay, let me hear your story. Man, he went from saying how like this family, is very wealthy, but his actions led for him not to even profit from that wealth because he was a liability to the family in the name. I'm like, dang, I never know about that king. I never knew this. He was talking about what happened with the Huff, right? He was educating me. So just always remaining humble enough just to get knowledge from anybody. That I'm not over anybody, to not get knowledge from anybody. So I always make sure to remind myself of that. No matter what's my status, how big I get, that's never from anybody. That's never from baby. I'm never from 2-year-old right now.
Yeah.
So my niece, not my baby, but my niece. I make that clear.
You're like, oh, that's new.
I'm learning from her every day. Just seeing how what I do affects her and how that would bring her happiness. How some things I would do, she would take after. So it's always staying humble enough to learn from anybody. I always make sure to stay on that.
Yeah, man, that's right. Man, my heart is just, it's just touched.
No, I feel you, man.
My heart is touched, man. So what's your goals, man? Like, what do you want to achieve, man? Like, how far do you want to, take this, brother?
Okay.
How far do you want to take this?
I ain't told nobody this yet. So I actually told you. I was talking about it. So I'm trying to get in a position to do more for my people. I believe it's gonna start with me from becoming mayor, from mayor to governor, from governor to president. So I'm manifesting that right now. I want to become mayor of Cleveland. From mayor, I want to become governor. From governor, I want to become the president.
Yeah.
I want to continue to give to my people. And I ain't trying to become your average mayor, your average governor, your average president that just be for himself and for the ones that's part of the hierarchy that feel like they higher up. No, I'm for my people.
Yeah.
I want to give to my people. So I made sure to surround myself around good people that I can trust. So once I'm inside that position, I can bring them up with me. Be like, oh yeah, you been was doing this work inside the community.
Yeah.
Come on up with me. We gonna continue to serve our people. So I want to take it that far. From mayor, governor, to president.
I know the man.
Yeah.
I know the man. Yeah.
And I feel like that's really how you make a change to the world.
Yeah.
Just by serving your people.
Yes, sir.
Service is like the greatest influence, man. Like, greatest influence, man. Man, bro. Take my time. I'm trying to think.
You take your time, King. I got time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, man. Okay, I got some questions too.
If I don't know, I'm trying to think of it because I've let me see.
I don't know if you already asked this, but what's one of the, like ever since you've been on this journey, what's one of the most toughest challenges you had to face?
The toughest challenges is realizing that it's okay to be alone. That I'm not lonely, but I'm just alone because not a lot of people on this frequency with me. Until they get up there, you know, I will never go back down to that low frequency. I just gotta bring them on up with me. So my toughest challenge was adapted to being alone. You know, going from being on the football team and being inside certain environments, certain people, I didn't like, oh no, you know, I got a certain image for myself and I want more for myself. In order for me to get that more, I gotta do better for myself. I gotta put myself in better positions in certain environments that's gonna better me, grow me as a man. So I say that's my toughest challenge. Like stopping certain bad habits that I thought was good because I started doing more of my study inside the Bible and I'm listening to more of my older males, role models, preaching to me about certain things. Oh yeah, that's bad, but you gotta drop that. So I say that's like my toughest challenge. But hey, made it this far. The toughest challenge was probably my favorite challenge though, because now I actually could, as I said, I could look at myself and reflect and be like, that's not you, King. Now I know what's good for me, what's not good for me. Yeah. So the risk of realizing being alone, that's tough, but it's the best one. It's okay to be alone.
Yeah. And, you know, I was talking to somebody recently about how, you know, a lot of people critique people that goes to therapy or, you know what I'm saying, that has a therapist. And people think it's wrong to have a therapist. You know, there's nothing wrong with having a therapist. Like, what's wrong about talking about how your feelings?
I don't think they think there's anything wrong with it, but it's just the fact that, you know, bending to somebody else might make somebody feel a little vulnerable. Like, I don't want you to know my weaknesses. I don't feel comfortable expressing how I truly feel. You know, kind of put on this mask.
Yeah. Right. But I've never shown that love to express that love. Like, a lot of us never seen healthy line of communication to even know how to communicate. Right. A lot of us have never seen true love and know how to give love. Or then we be taught how to give love, but we never taught how to receive love. We be taught, oh, let me listen to your problems. But you for them to listen to your problems. Yeah. So a lot of us, we just be afraid because we don't want to be, as you said, we don't want to be vulnerable. We don't want to be inside that position where, oh, they ain't gonna listen about me. No, it's okay to express this. As I was saying earlier, it's okay to express yourself. It's okay to let that weight off you. It's okay to let that burden off you. It's okay to allow somebody else to alleviate that pain. It's okay to look at you and say, King, I'm here for you. And for, you know, I know you're here for me. So whenever we both need to talk, let's talk, King. It's okay to have the moments. It don't make you weak or less of a man or less of a woman. It make you human.
That's something I had to realize too, like, because we not robots, you know what I'm saying? And that's toxic, just to try to cut off your emotions and act like you don't feel that pain. No, you gotta feel that. You gotta accept it, so that way you can move on and become better.
Yeah.
And I actually was a victim of that myself. Like, after losing my stepfather, my brother, and adapted me to man in my house, I was like inside the shell. Like, well, I ain't want to visit nobody. Like, that's the point where I ain't even visiting my mama. So I had to reflect and look at myself and saying, well, King, you gotta open up sometime. And for me, opening up just that one time brought me so much joy. Like, man, I got that all me. I could go about my day. But then I contradicted myself because then I was in the habit, like, I was always overthinking, well, dang, I throw my hurt on them. Yeah, we get into that stage. We don't feel like we throw our hurt on somebody else. Nah. But they say it's okay. If y'all having a healthy line of communication, we all both be able to vent to each other, we all both be in that alleviation, that peace for each other, it's okay. So I was in that position as well, and it took me a long time to learn how to be vulnerable. Like, it took me a long time to learn how to express my feelings to my sisters. Like, when I was here, I was the most evil brother. But after losing my stepfather, my brother, and my brother that shared the same birthday with me, it's like, I need my sisters, you know? I need to be that positive male role model for them. Because now we don't got that no more, so I gotta be that for them. And going through that phase taught me how to actually be vulnerable for someone. And that someone was my sisters and my mothers. So it's definitely okay to be open and vulnerable. And we need to teach that more and talk about that more.
Yeah, I suffer from the same thing too. Trying to be able to express myself.
Yeah, man. Like I be having that problem sometimes too, man. I be, you know, trying to express my feelings. You know, that's why, you know, I got my brothers. You know what I mean? Even you, brother. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you know, we all sometimes suffer from, you know, emotional pain or emotional loss, whatever it is. You know what I mean? You know, that emotional, that trauma. You know, so you know, it's okay to talk to. Like, I talk to one of y'all all the time. You know what I mean? When I'm going through something, or my family member. You know, and it just knowing it's okay to talk, man. Like, it's okay to talk. It's okay to talk.
Because energy, like, you got the energy can never be destroyed, created, or only be transferred. And so it's just about, you know, because you can't just let that pain sit on top of you.
Right.
You got to transfer it to someone else. Rather than just by expressing it to somebody that, you know, will listen to you, putting it into your passion.
Yeah, put it into your passion. And that's what, as I said, something about my poetry, how that's my way to express myself to the world. I'm giving y'all a piece of me that no one else will see. But once y'all know how to decipher the poem, then y'all can see, oh, I ain't even heard it.
Yeah.
So actually, as you said, putting that hurt into a passion, actually being know how to express yourself.
Using art to create more art.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Art to express ourselves.
Oh, did you want to, you know, spit your poetry?
Let's spit a poem.
I think, but then you want to wait.
Yeah, well, it's up
I
to
remember
you.
you said you wanted to wait.
The way that, because y'all be the first to hear it, because I ain't performed this poem in front of the crowd.
Well, because this will probably be up probably like next week. So I don't know when you plan on dropping it. You know what I'm saying? How about this? When you drop the poem, I'll release the podcast.
Perfect.
I'll release the episode.
Release it, or how about this? Y'all can drop it, and then when I do drop it, I'll come back and question me about that. About
Okay.
that process.
That's even better. Okay. You can do that.
No, that's dope.
You can do that.
'Cause I got tons of old poems.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You can do that. You don't have to be the longest podcast, man. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna ask something though.
Oh yeah.
This is something I ask myself every day, which kind of keeps me going. If you knew today was your last day on Earth, how would you want people to remember you?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I was sitting on that one because I ask myself that every single day I wake up. I'm like,
Well, I don't want nobody to idolize me. I don't want nobody to go extra about it. I want to remember me just as a young man that tried to spread love and prosperity. And then to keep my legacy going, y'all do the same thing. Try to spread love and prosperity, as much love as y'all can. I want to remember like Brad Hampton. That man is something powerful because he made an impact.
Yeah.
So remember being that positive impact at that. I ain't trying to press somebody with these fancy words. I ain't trying to press them with what I'm doing, what I got going on. This is something I love to do.
Exactly.
But that's meaningful to me. I want you to be impacted by what I do in a positive way. So I want my impact to really sit with people. So I want to be remembered as a young king that has tried his best to help serve his people, to do right by his people, and be that change, not only for his people, but for his family. To create that generational wealth. Where my kids and my grandkids like, my granddad could do some politics? Yeah. He was speaking some truth.
Yeah.
He was trying to spread love and prosperity. At what age? Yeah. I want to remember my family remember me for that and the rest of the world.
One thing I like and I notice about you, bro, like, I notice how whenever you talk to people, you address them as king or queen. And we got to realize the power of our tongue. And
Yeah.
like changing the way that's what this podcast is about. Well, not even a podcast, MGE.
Yeah.
It's about changing that norm, changing that narrative, changing how we talk, changing what we talk about, changing the way we think.
Because like by you saying king, you know what I'm saying? Like that's putting me in my brain, bro. I need to you know what I'm saying? I need to start like approaching my people as king and queen.
Because that's who we are.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, sir.
You know, like I do that, you know, but not enough. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do it enough. And like even a random person, I'd be like, "What's up, king? How you doing?" You know what I'm saying? "What's up, queen? How you doing? How you feeling?" You know, like I need to make that a natural habit.
Yes, sir.
You know, and because I feel like that would just change, you know, a lot of things about myself. You know what I mean? And you know, about all of us.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Self-reflection is the best reflection.
Yeah, self-reflection is the best reflection.
And I do that to change. So what got me really doing that was like, I got tired of being called a nigga. What's up, my nigga?
Yeah, low key.
I was like, listen, bro, like, because the terminology we use creates reality that we
That's
don't
what
know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So now I'm calling my brother a nigga, and yeah, we get a nigga things. All that nigga things gravitating to us. We don't need that type of energy. You a king, my brother. You a queen, my sister. You ain't no bitch or no hoe. You are a queen.
Right.
I'm gonna treat you as a queen. And me treating you as a queen, don't confuse my kindness for being flirtatious. No, this is who I am. I'm treating you as a queen as you are. I'm treating you as a king as you are. That's who you are. You've been told you are a nigga, a bitch, this and that your whole life. We've been conditioned.
Yeah.
So for so long to think that we're niggas.
And
I
accept
ain't no
our-
nigga. conditioned for so long to think that our queens are bitches. Ain't no bitch, that's a queen. That's a black goddess. We come from her, first of all. So I just disrespect where we come from.
Right.
King, you are powerful. You ain't no nigga. You come from the descendant of Mansa Musa, who established and built Timbuktu for you to learn, for your people to learn.
Preach to him.
That's where you come from. You come from the Moors.
Spread
Who gave the world fashion, from suits, ties, white powder wigs. That's where you come from. You ain't no nigga. So don't even acknowledge yourself as a nigga. You are a king. You are powerful. You gotta know your power. So that's when they start saying king and queen. Once I realize my worth and my power, I gotta let my people know they worth and they power.
Like, I like to use this analogy. Let's say you locked in a room with a wolf. How do you stop the wolf from killing you? You tell the wolf he's a sheep. And so that's why that's why this world is kind of, the people that own this world is set up the way it is, so that way it can keep us further and further away from ourselves.
Yes, sir.
So that way we don't know who we truly are.
Exactly.
Right.
Because once that wolf realizes he's a wolf, oh, he's raps. He powerful. He taking over.
They afraid who we are.
And he believes in himself.
Exactly.
That's what you believe.
Yeah.
Have confidence in yourself. You know, when you walk and come with your chest up, knowing your
Head
worth,
up.
head up, they can't tell you nothing. You can't tell me you can't bring my day down now.
Right.
One time. I'm blessed, I'm allowed, I'm feeling great.
I'm in complete control.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm living, boy. I'm amazing.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
I'm in control.
Yeah.
In control. It ain't under your control. I'm under his control. He controlling me to go and do and follow my passion.
I'm keeping on balls for a second.
Yeah, this is. Oh God.
A little gentleness.
Yes, the ghetto-ness. We deal with this sometimes. Who was they waiting?
what you're saying.
I was like, wait, we know them?
But what's up?
What's up, kings and queens?
What's up, kings and queens?
Change that norm.
You know,
Yeah.
I was talking to Keith earlier today, and we was talking about connecting with your roots. You know, and how.
Hey, we not gonna have you on the show. Put me on the show.
Yeah, like I said, I was talking to Keith, and we was talking about connecting with your roots, man, and how we just don't know where we come from. And you know, growing up, I didn't know I was part Native American. You know, like, I had to talk to my grandmother, and she was telling me about like what my grandfather did, like how they had traveled from West Virginia all the way to Ohio, as like coming from like the Sioux tribe. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know anything about that. Like, and she was telling me the names and all that stuff. Bro, I'm like, yo, this is powerful. You know, and like with her just telling me all this, it's like I had some type of feeling. You know what I mean? Like I had like damn, it's like something that I should have been knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt lost. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm really trying to do, is connect more with my roots, find out who I am.
You have to get back to our roots.
You know what I'm saying? And just connect with my people more, with my family. You know what I'm saying? What they live by, what did your mom live by? I want to know all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like what do they do? You know?
Yes, sir.
So I feel like that's one of the ways I feel like you can connect with your people, like connect with your roots, by asking your family questions. You know, I feel like asking your family questions is gonna give you some clarity about where you come from. For sure.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of us, we don't even know where we come from.
Yeah.
We just born into these neighborhoods like, oh, this is what
I'm from Maple.
I'm from
Play the streets we don't even know.
Yeah.
That we don't even own.
Exactly.
Right.
And we are told that we just African American.
And that's not all we are.
Yes,
That's
sir.
not all we are. We got a whole bunch of ethnicities within us, right? You know what I'm
like
saying?
Big Sean said in the song with Nipsey Hussle called Deep Reverence. He said, niggas banging over blocks that they don't own, thinking that song, and you think that's where you from, you don't really know where you from.
You don't know where you from.
You're not that.
You only,
More than that.
yeah, you only told where you from. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like
sir.
you only told where you from. You could be from Africa. You could be from across the damn continent. You know what I mean? Like you don't know. We just going based on what they had told us in school. You know what I mean?
Yes,
in
sir.
school they just told us, oh yeah, you African American.
Or you
know what I
You
mean?
were slaves.
Well, we ain't all come from Africa.
Exactly.
Actually, we was actually here first.
Yeah, that's
We was here
when you
first.
said indigenous, like your people not indigenous because they was here first.
Yeah.
Definitely right about that. We was definitely here first.
Yeah. They came in and they took stuff over, but your people always been here first.
Mm-hmm. Like they named California after our black queen, Queen Calafia.
That's the name right there.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they named California after our black queen, Queen Calafia.
Yeah.
Queen Calafia.
Actually, Wonder Woman, how they try to, that was Queen Calafia.
Wow.
They got the inspiration from her.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been here. We've been over in these lands. But they just think we all some slaves. Like, what you call me? We ain't all slaves, buddy.
Remember that scene of Boys in the Hood?
That gentrification.
Oh yeah, the gentrification.
I don't know. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw.
Yep. That right. Like when I was watching that as a young kid, I didn't understand what he was trying to tell his people. But as I got older, like I understood everything that he was saying.
Thanks.
They want us to kill each other. Then we move out. Then they move us out. They rebuild all the homes, and then they sell the land.
And the crazy thing, we can still strive with such gentrification.
Yeah, we can.
Like we can definitely still strive. They won't downtown Cleveland. They won't East Cleveland. That's all the resources.
That's what.
So what they do is they put us on government assistance.
Right.
They give us these home loans. Say, yeah, we move you all the way out there to Timbuktu, out there at Avon and everything, and you can get your own house and I'll pay for it. And we move all the way out there with no resources, disconnected from our people. They want what we got.
That's
why you got people trying to live off government assistance. No, we ain't meant to live off that. So that's why they give us that. We doing something
to keep us connected to them.
To them. So now they're our providers. Now we gotta rely on them to have the lifestyle that we want.
Yeah.
When you take a species out of its natural habitat, now you have to provide for them. Like for example, if we take a fish out their natural habitat and put them in a fish tank in our house, they're out of their natural habitat, so now they're relying on us to feed them. When we take, what's another animal, a bird, take them out their natural habitat, now they're relying on us to feed them.
We will starve you when we want to starve you, feed you when we feed you, tell you what we want you to know. So now you condition to think, oh yeah, you are this and that. Condition to think this is the natural. This is normal.
Because what you like to say?
If you allow
them to feed you,
you give them permission to starve you.
I like that, kid.
Yeah, if you allow them to feed you, you give them permission to starve.
But how are y'all journey with this, King?
Man, this journey has been. It's been going great. I remember our first podcast. I remember when it all started like when we all like linked up that night at Stafford Park.
Yeah.
And then, after that, like we started, hanging out with each other more. We used to have good conversations just like this.
He was like, we need to record.
And Mom was like, man, we need to start a podcast. And I'm like, I'll do it. At first I was like, I don't know, like that's I'm nervous and stuff.
Same way.
I'm like, I don't know, like just sitting up there just talking with a camera, but Malcolm bought the equipment and it was I was like, wow, okay, this is actually happening.
Yeah,
so our first podcast before we had all this stuff, we had to record off the iron board. Iron board. Didn't even have like and we had to like set the phone at an angle so we could, so they could see all of us. So it's been a very good, humbling journey.
A lot of learning too.
It's funny because I have bought the table. We have bought the table, the chairs, all this stuff, but we didn't figure out where to record on. You know what I mean? So
everything up.
You know what I mean? So I'm like,
did we have a ring light already?
No.
We didn't have.
Not at the time yet.
Oh, we had to take yours.
Oh, we was using mine.
Yeah. So,
what's your overall purpose with this podcast? You gave me a glimpse of it earlier. I want you to go more in depth, King.
I'm about to say, like I said earlier, like really to change that norm, change that narrative, like changing what we talk about, changing the way that we think, because most of our life come from like the way we think, and so our goal with this is kind of ditch us out of that old mentality, that poverty type of mindset, and develop a rich mindset, a wealthy mindset.
There's a lot of things.
Because once we change what we think about and once we change what we talk about, now we changing what kind of money we making.
One of
we start knowing our worth.
One of my favorite sayings is like, once you have the information, you can now change the conversation. Then once you change the conversation, you can change your compensation. Then once you change the compensation, you can change the realization.
Yeah, I'm gonna add this. Once you change the realization, you change your imagination.
So,
Okay.
That was up the dome.
so it's like going back to our youth, you know, lacking the information. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's about, man. And it's obtaining the information and sharing the information. You know, and also networking with our brothers.
Yep.
You know, so
Building.
Keep it pro black.
yeah.
I just came with this, building everlasting connections to find your generational wealth.
Oh my gosh.
That's our plan.
There's so much.
Yeah.
Game. There's so much.
Yeah.
Like
I just came up with that because it is about building connections. Like if it's somebody that you need,
Yeah.
hey, we know this person and we can get you connected with them.
Exactly.
So
and that's what we talked about on the last one. Like this for you, for example, like you being a motivational speaker, being being inspired. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really dope, bro. Because it's like say if a person comes to you know somebody that could like speak at like an event or something.
Know somebody
Yep.
like that.
I need a haircut, man. Like
Or
you know
haircut,
anybody?
man. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to make me a website, man. You know what I mean? Or I need somebody to give me a house or something. You know, like it's like these connections and networks that we already have established to help you get to that next level.
Because a lot of times, like we growing up in these communities, we don't have access to a lot of things. We don't have access to relationships. We don't have access to information. And it's like, this is really just the foundation. You know, because once you get the access, you now become the asset.
Yeah.
And once you become the asset, can't nobody take that away from you.
Yes, sir.
One of the things that I've been saying since middle school is like ideas are bulletproof.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody can steal your ideas from you. You know what I'm saying? These is always gonna be up here. Your information, all the ideas, all the visions that you have, it's not going nowhere except for reality. You know what I'm saying? By bringing your idea and your vision into this world, you know, and that's what attracts. That's what money attracts. Money attracts value. Like that's what it is. Like,
Never chase money, chase value.
chase value. You know what I mean? Like money's gonna come. Money's gonna come.
I like that. That's powerful, King. That's
Money's
powerful.
gonna come. Money's always gonna come as long as you stay on your purpose and you know doing what you're destined to do. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. Don't worry about the money. You know what I mean? It's gonna come.
It's gonna come.
It's gonna come, bro. You know what I'm saying? As long as you stay in focus, as long as you pivot. You know what I mean? Like you get knocked down, just pivot. You know what I mean? Just don't let that destroy you. Just learn how to feed off of that. You know what I mean? Just keep on going. Learn that from him. You know what I
Add
mean?
more food to the plate.
And that's my, oh my gosh, like this, like when things go wrong in my life and probably with all of your lives, man, like I just add that fuel, man. You know what I'm saying? That's more food to the plate.
I like that.
You know
Instead
what I
of letting it bring you down, that hurt fuels you to do
Yeah,
more.
you know
It's
what I'm
better.
Breakups, you know, bad investments, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That happened. Let's get it.
Next level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's run it. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Like I'm not finna just be like, I'm not about to soak and just be like, oh, like this is bull.
Yeah.
That's a good way. That's a good way to change the way you think. Because like you said, rather than let that sit on top of you and keep you down, like yeah, like the situation might be bad or you might be going through so much, but it's like on some fake it till you make it. All right, now you add more food. Now you send something good out of your mouth now, rather than promote something bad. Like this happened. It's gonna keep me down. Why did this happen? Oh, it shouldn't have happened. No, it's supposed to happen for a reason. It's supposed to happen for a reason.
Everything happens for you, not to you.
Yes, sir.
We said some most powerful things tonight. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like I could talk all night, but I know you got things still in the moment. You know what I mean? You know. Is there any other question you have for us? 'Cause I know you had that one question. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we interview you the guest. We interview you. You know what I mean? you have any questions for us?
So what do you believe our purpose in life in this games? Yes,
I ain't had nobody ask me that before.
My purpose in life, man, that's a good question, man. Honestly, I didn't know what my purpose in life was until until I started connecting with my uncle. My uncle, he changed a lot for me, man. You good?
Yeah, I'm just
From being in high school, you know what I'm saying, to getting my first job, like outside of like, just because I was working this like when I was in school too, but I had my first actual job on my own after I had graduated. So I had this guy. I was working, I was pushing carts at Walmart. He had just walked up to me and he said, "Yo, you watch DDG?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, though, you read that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad?" I'm like, "No, but I heard of it." He said, "Man, bro, read that book will set you free." Mm-hmm. They know this story like 50 times, bro. You know what I mean? But it was the words "set you free" that stuck with me. You know what I mean? And that I was thinking about that all damn day. You know what I'm saying? Right, for the whole year. Then I had a conversation with my uncle. We was talking like late, and I had mentioned that the guy just came up to me about the book, and I told him, "You know what? I'm gonna buy this book." Ended up buying it. I might have told you about the book before it. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But
I think you have, but I used to see it with it a lot.
you know, yeah. And reading that book, and by just talking and learning about financial literacy and understanding that there is so much work that needs to be done in today's society, I feel like my purpose was to, you know, give some inspiration, like, you know what I'm saying, inspire people, you know, like, and help people in need. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's been my saying since I was in school. Actually, now that I think about that, I've been saying that for a while. But it was to, you know, inspire and, you know, be the first in my family to change the narrative. Instead of continuing this cycle of poverty, let's change it, and let's put it as the cycle of generational wealth.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? So that's what my purpose is, man. By changing my family last name to an asset and inspire.
Your purpose, King. How about you, King?
Kind of said some of the stuff I said. What I was going to say.
Yeah.
Pretty much for me, I would say my purpose is to motivate others and push others to be the best they can possibly be, because I want the same thing for myself. Currently, I'm working on getting my personal training and my nutritionist license. And my goal, you know, growing up, like I was always a big dude. I was like, you know, super out of shape. And, you know, woke up one day and said, "Hey, I'm tired of being like this. I'm tired of feeling like this." So I decided to make a change about it. And that really motivated me to be the man who I am today. And, you know, my workout journey was like split in two. Because one, I lost the weight incorrectly. I still felt good, but I didn't feel good to the point of like confidence. I just felt good enough.
What do you mean by lost weight incorrectly?
So, because I was new at it, I was just basically just running it off instead of actually like going to the weight room and actually changing the fat like in the muscle. I was just running it off. So like I looked good in clothes, but I did not, like without clothes, like I looked like crap. So after this was like during COVID happens, I gained some of the weight back, and I started looking myself in the mirror again. I'm like, I'm starting to go back into my old ways. I'm not eating the things that I'm supposed to be eating. And I'm like, this time when I do this, I'm going to do this for real. I'm actually going to take it 100% seriously, because I wasn't back then. I was just running it off. I was still eating correctly, but I wasn't taking it as serious as I should have been. So the second time, I was going to the gym like 6 days a week. Like I was lifting and I was playing basketball, and seeing the transformation. You know, I also do YouTube, so I started posting my workout journey and seeing the people that say, "Man, you motivate me," and you know, like I watch your videos to, you know, help me. And dude, one guy on YouTube actually asked to see if I was actually like a personal trainer. I can actually train him. So it pushed me to be like, this is my purpose, is to help other people get to that next level. You know, so that my whole thing is to motivate other people to be them best selves, because I want that for me and I want that for you. You know, but you gotta want it as bad as I want it for you too at the same time. But that's how I feel. So like sometimes when I talk, like I get like real hyped up, because it make me happy, like seeing stuff like that. It make me keep going and keep doing what I love to do, you know. And if you would ask me 3-4 years ago, like, you think you'd be at this point, like you think you would love working out and, you know, and all this, I probably would have told you no. But looking back now, it's like I'm glad I went through everything that I did so this could happen for me.
Yes, sir. That's a good purpose.
I like that.
That was deep.
Now, see, now you always flip me up right, you know? I never ask this question. We usually catch up like, how you been? What's your purpose, King?
You know what I feel like, truly? Spread knowledge and keep asking questions. Like, always be optimistic, keep asking questions. Like, one thing I noticed about me, like just by me reflecting on my life, like, I always been curious and was always asking questions. And I realized, like, the more you ask questions, the more you raise your awareness. And so, like even just by me asking questions, like, I feel like in a way that could kind of help change people's lives in a way. Like, it could kind of spark something in their brain, like just by me asking questions. Like, cause I never been a type to feel like I knew everything. I know it all. Like, and that's something I realized about me. Like, I'll forever be a student, cause like it's so much more to, like, when it comes to life and getting to that next level, like it never stops. Like, you always keep learning. You always, like, it's really a journey. Like, it's a journey, not a destination.
Yes, sir.
And so you just gonna constantly keep going. Like, cause I do more than just cut your, like, I know I cut hair. I know
you cold at it too.
I boost people's confidence.
Go.
I boost people's confidence, but at the same time, I'm gonna give you some gems. You're gonna learn something from me that can change your life.
I like to say, that nigga be blading my shit. Every time I get it, I be like, you know, cause you know at first you be starting on the haircut, you just be like,
And you extra confidence.
then you know when you get to the lineup part, you be like, shit, man, so what you on tonight? What we doing? What we doing? Like, you start, I don't know, his cuts just do something, I don't know.
As soon as I cut recently, man, I was tweaking. I'm like, I look good.
Yeah. Well, I need to go back to the gym so everybody see it.
I'll be like, bro,
I need to go shopping.
Let me go to the store real quick.
Yeah.
Just to go
Pick up, look at some Tresemme. Do I need
It's
this?
like something about haircuts. It's just like a boost of confidence, man.
I just wanted to get deeper with it, because I know, like, of course, cut hair, because, like, that's my passion. Like, me knowing that I got the power to really help people feel good about themselves, like, but I didn't want to just say that, you know, I don't want to get deeper with it, but I know that's one of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, being a barber.
Purpose too.
Yeah.
We got changing the family, making the family last into an asset, making people feel good, being that inspiration. And we got spreading knowledge, making people feel good as well. Those are good purposes. So do y'all believe y'all living up to those purposes?
I'm getting back into it, being a
I
hunter.
believe I am. Like, I ask questions every day and I learn something new every day.
And I could actually agree to that. Like, every time we come and give me a cut, man, I always got positive energy. We would talk. Like, he introduced me to a book about financial. Like, we literally connected off a book about financial literacy. We was talking. Like, he actually always asks questions. Always have a good attitude, man.
But then it's like, once I ask that question, you know, it can spark something in your brain. Like, damn, like, that's really good. I never thought about that. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of sparks something in your brain.
That's why I love it.
In a way, that kind of changed your life. Like I remember when I was in barber school, like, for example, like when I wanted to learn about stocks, you know, shout out Ty, Coach by Ty. And so, like, he was like the only person I knew that, like, was actually into this. And so, like, once I started getting into it, like, you know, I'm still learning a lot more, I'm still asking questions. And, like, he even told me, he said, like, bro, just by you asking me these certain type of questions, it's helping me learn in a way. Because I never really, like, looked into that, you know, questions you asked. So,
that's literally why I love this brother so much, because it don't matter where we at. So I kind of got salty But you know what I'm saying?
Tell me a story.
But that's who he is though, you know. But we was at a store. I think he was there, bro. Everybody had grabbed their snacks and stuff. I think we was at Sheep's or something.
Oh my God,
We was at Sheep's.
that was
Everybody
a funny day.
We was ready to go. You know, Brandon, he contemplating what he want to get. You know, I love like how like he takes his time and figure out what he really wants. He ain't trying to eat no trash. You know what I mean? Like.
They're reading the ingredients.
Yeah.
He, you know, the Yuka app, Yuka everything. Because I remember that. Because he was at the thing. I thought he was going to order something.
Yeah.
And then I just seen him exit out.
Like
he was
like,
turned
like
around
or something, then exit out, then picked a whole nother like, bro. Like I was like,
At first it was funny, but then I'm like, it was like 12 o'clock in the morning.
Bro, it was getting late too.
Yeah.
That's good that you might want to put in your temple.
No, that's definitely.
I love that though, man. It's just like he actually like take his time and you know very precise of what he wants, you know, and he's just very patient.
Yeah, because he was asking me like,
that's why he's such a great investor.
I'm like, I don't know. If it got a lot of ingredients in it, it's kind of bad. Like it should only have probably like 10 max.
10.
Because for real, like it should be like in its the most natural like source. Like it shouldn't be like 20. Like if I can't read it and I gotta look the shit up.
Mm-hmm. You should have put it in your body.
You should not put it in your body, boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ain't man. Yeah, but yeah, that's why I love the best.
That was a funny day.
It was funny.
It started out funny,
funny.
but everybody had their stuff. And then Brandon
we
still like,
we was late. I'm like,
sure, do you think I should?
you think this good? I'm like, at this point, I'm just lying, saying, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, get it. Yeah. He like, I don't know, man. You could, it's 30 out of 100. I don't know, man.
Ingredients in there, bro.
It got a lot of sodium.
What really was funny to me, man, because he was really like at like the desk, like he was at the desk, like he was about to like, you know, get his order. You know what I'm saying? Like he picked what he want. He ordered it, or he about to like. No, he changed the whole
thing.
He
did.
He changed the whole meal, bro. He changed everything, and that was funny. But I was kind of like, dude,
cause I thought he was gonna order something,
yeah.
and I turned, and I went to look at her. I'm like, yeah, Brent, what you order? He's like, I ain't ordered nothing yet. I'm like, what?
I'm like, bro, because I thought he ordered something. Like, I thought he ordered something. Bro. I'm like, bro.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what you get? He was like, none. I was like, oh, I'm like, okay.
But no, man, I love it so much, man. That's pretty God, man. That's pretty God.
Man, this is amazing. This is amazing. I really appreciate y'all having me on here.
Man, no,
Appreciate you for
man,
coming.
always, man. Is there anything like you got going on, promo, like, you know what I'm saying? Any events going on, whatever it is?
Woo. So, I'm having a magic show for the kids and the adults on the 23rd and the 24th of February. T Magic the Magician gonna be here, the celebrity magician. He performed for Boosie, Rick Ross, and all of them. He gonna be here for his first time in Cleveland at Euphoria. So the tickets is $25 for adults, $15 for the kids. So come get y'all tickets, man. That's mess with me. Come down here.
So you hosting this, ain't you?
Yep. It's gonna be me, Coach Ford. Man, it's gonna be a beautiful event. So bring y'all kids down there, enjoy yourselves. Hit me up at poe.gucci. POE stands for Peace of Evil. You already know. So we up on there. We got some poetry events coming up. But definitely send those to y'all. I'd love for y'all to come out.
Oh yeah, for sure. I might come out.
Is that on the weekend?
Some be on the weekend, some even on weekday.
Okay.
Depends on when it fall on.
Yeah. I'm about to be there. I think I'm about to be there for sure. When is it?
I got the 23rd and 24th for the Magic Show. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be so in the morning from 10 to 1 for the kids, and the afternoon it's gonna be for adults.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I'll do it.
You know?
Yeah, make sure y'all go tap in with that, man. Come pull up. You know what I'm saying? Come pull up and spread some energy, some love, man. Some positive energy, man. But yeah, with that being said, man, it was an honor having you, brother. Man, many more to come. You know what I'm saying?
Keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing what you're doing. It's not about to be the only episode you're going to. Hopefully, you get on. We supposed to get on again because we got to drop that phone.
I drop that phone.
Right.
We gotta come back over here and talk to y'all about it.
Okay, for sure. We can do that again.
Keep inspiring these young boys. They need something to look up to. And I feel like you just the perfect image of
You
it.
the image, bro.
You leading by example.
You the image, man. Just keep on going, man. You know what I'm saying? You the key.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean? You the key. But yeah, with that being said, man, we appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man.
Share.
All that, man.
Share. We giving value. You know what I'm saying?
Give some value, you know. With that being said, let's end it out with the outro.
Yup, let's see it.
You know the outro?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Make sure y'all use the 9 to 5 to fund the 5 to 9, so the 5 to 9 can become the 24/7.
So,
Like that.
you know what I mean? So, yeah, so we gotta say it together.
Make sure y'all use the 9 to 5 to fund the 5 to 9, so the 5 to 9 can become the
I'm
24/7.
about to say the 47.
Yeah, I was about to say 47/20.
So make sure you use your 9 to 5 to fund the 5 to 9, so the 5 to 9 can become the 24/7.
I think I remember that. Come on.
We can do it slow. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So 3, 2, 1.
Make sure y'all use the 9 to 5 to fund the 5 to 9, so the 5 to 9 can become the 24/7.
We got that. I like that.
Yeah.
Peace and love.
Tap in. Peace, love, man. We out, man. Love y'all. We
Appreciate
out,
y'all
man.
tapping in.
That's amazing, King.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.